This is going to be a video review of the Vandoren CR103 B-flat clarinet traditional reed in the strength of number 3. I bought this in a box of 10. I used to play the clarinet when I was in high school, haven't played it in many years, and I'm trying to learn it again. And I picked it up and I'm doing okay. I kind of memorized about 30 notes already in a couple weeks, so the only problem I'm having is I'm not able to get the higher notes, not the high notes, but the the upper register. I can't really get them that well. And not that it squeaks, when I'm blowing on it, it just doesn't seem like the notes are coming out. And when I had the clarinet rebuilt at the store, he gave me a bunch of number 2 RICO reeds. So I don't know if it's the RICO reeds, I don't know if it's that I've got the number 2, or if it's that I'm just not playing well. So that's why I bought the number 3s to see if that's going to help. And Vandoren seems to have a very good rating. Some people like that better than RICO, other people like RICO better than Vandoren. So I guess it's a personal preference like everything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this thing on a tripod. I'm going to try to play a couple notes so we can see what's going on. And then I'm going to put on the Vandoren and we'll see if it makes a difference. Again, it's going to be hard for me to know if it's the Vandorens or using the number 3s or if it's just my playing. But that's okay. We're still going to do a review. So if my videos help you, please do a thumbs up, a subscribe, or a like. If you want to donate to my channel, ask for my PayPal info. And if there's something that you want me to review, if I can get a hold of it, I will do the review. Here we go. Let's get this on the tripod. All right, I got the RICO number 2 in here. The reed, I only wetted it down for maybe 15 seconds, but that's okay. Let's see what happens. I'm going to go with the low notes now. Kind of some air in there. Might have something to do with the reed, might have something to do with my learning how to play it again. There's definitely a lot of air in there. And now I'm going to try to do some of the high notes. I don't want to upset my neighbors at this hour of the morning, so I'm going to be a little quiet here. Okay, that's taking some effort to do the lowest and the high register. You can hear a lot of air, blowing a lot of air, so that might be my technique. Wow. Let me go put on the Vandoren now, and we'll see if it makes a difference. With the RICOs, they came in an individual, kind of like an open plastic case. With the Vandorens, it looks like these are individually sealed. Maybe there's a little strip to tear apart. I don't know. I don't know if there's a plastic case in here. Let me go get our scissors. That's pretty awesome. That's what was in the case. I like this because normally you're pulling your reed out of a case from the end, and it looks like this is very nice. I'm impressed. Okay, so we've got the number 3 Vandoren. I'm going to suck on this thing and get it wet. As I was getting the reed wet, I noticed it does feel thicker. Obviously, it's a number 3, but it felt a little different. It felt like it was a little beefier. Okay, the dog's going to come over here and try to get in on the video in a minute. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Get away. All right. She likes to be part of the videos. I've got the thing on the clarinet now. Now let's go see. I'm pretty curious how this is going to feel. If you're not a good player, which probably is me, then it might be more difficult to play on a number 3 than a number 2, and if you are a good player, then it should be easier, but it should also be easier to get the higher notes out. So let me try now. Let's go to that low E. Whoa, okay. Is it positioned right, or am I just a bad player? Is that hanging overhead? That's hanging over just a little bit. I think it's lined up. I want to go a little lower. Yes, I do. Tighten down. Okay, so this is going to be the true answer. How bad of a player am I? Wow, that definitely takes a little bit more blowing action on the low register there. Let's see if I'm pumping out a lot of air with it, though. Much cleaner. Whoa, it is. It really does take a little bit more lung power. I noticed that, but to me it sounded, and it's just my opinion, but to me it sounded like it was a fuller sound, a deeper sound, less airy, less windy. Big difference. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, now the real test for me, as far as going from the number 2 to the number 3, it definitely takes a lot more lung power, but it sounds a lot cleaner and a lot fuller and a lot deeper, and it sounds like it should sound. So let's try the higher notes now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to first go from low to high, and then I'm just going to do going up to the high notes and see if I can do it without transitioning. Yep, there's a little bit of air, which probably has to do with my technique. All right, I can't really play loud because I can't upset the neighbors. Well, I could, but I don't want to. So I was able to transition without much of a problem. Let's just go straight to the high notes now. The problem is that I'm trying not to blow too loud because I don't want to upset everyone around here. Let's try this again, and I'll upset everyone. Okay, there is definitely some air blowing in there, which is my technique, but the high notes sound better. The low notes are much cleaner, and even though they need more lung power, it's worth it. And to me, there's a huge difference. Again, whether that's RICO or Vandoren or number 2 or number 3, I'm not sure which one it is. Totally different, completely different. A major improvement going from the number 2 RICO to the number 3 Vandoren. The dog's looking at me like, stop that, I hate that. Okay, there's a lot of air pumping through. Let me adjust this a little bit. Hopefully I don't get a lot of negative comments on the video. I remember when I started playing guitar, I didn't want to play loud because I didn't want to upset everybody, and when I finally got to the point where I played loud, it really helped my playing. But considering where I'm at right now, I really can't go blasting this clarinet in the morning. Again, very noticeable that I do need more lung strength for this. We're playing better. Let's try the mouth a little differently. And I'm hearing the air. You're probably hearing the air in the video too. And I don't really know why, unless it's just my bad playing. One last time on the high register. Dog's very unhappy here. Okay, when I put the air in and I blow the way I should be blowing, then it's better. So my review of do I have the label here? Of the Vandoren number 3, there's a huge improvement. It's going to make it a little more difficult for me to play in here because I'm going to have to blow a little louder and produce more sound. But my review is the Vandoren number 3 is a major step up from the RICO number 2. And hopefully this helps somebody out there, mostly beginners, any advanced players. Save your comments. I don't really need to hear much negative stuff. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching.